Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel, and today we're going to be going into the Launch C-Reader Professional 123E or CRP123E, which is the enhanced version of the previous 123. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, go ahead and check them out, but I have reviewed a couple other Launch products, that being the Millennium 90 as well as the X431 Torque, both really great scan tools, or the Millennium 90 being a code reader slash scan tool. Same thing with this CRP123E. So when you are looking at code readers, those are going to run from $50 to about $100, and those are basically just going to give you basic information, the codes that come up, maybe some IM readiness monitors and a little bit of information like that. And then you get into the code readers slash scanners that are going to range between about $150 and $400. And that's going to be something like this, where you have the ability to read codes, but you also have a lot of the features as a full-on scan tool, but still limited. Whereas a full-on scan tool will cost you anywhere from $500 to $5,000 and will allow you to do many more things. But not everybody needs that. And sometimes it's just quicker to grab something like this or a code reader by itself to just get most jobs done. Not all jobs need the full-on scanner because that does take time, whereas these are a little bit quicker. So this unit itself is going to run around $185. It will be linked down in the description for you guys on Amazon. Really good products. I've had really good luck with Launch. I've really enjoyed them. So if you haven't checked out the Millennium 90 or the X431 Torque unboxing videos that I've done, go ahead and check those out. But I'll quickly show you the Millennium 90 here, and I'll throw up a picture somewhere around here sometime of the X431 Torque that I did a review on. And this is the Millennium 90, really nice. And this CRP123E is going to be set up the exact same way as far as quality and all of that. But what you're going to get is this box, and on the back it will provide you with some information. Full coverage, domestic, Asian, European vehicles 96 and newer, OBD2, reads and clears DTCs of engine, transmission, ABS, which is your brakes, and the SRS, which is your restraint system, or seat belts and airbags and stuff like that. It's touchscreen, Wi-Fi updatable, 5-inch color screen, touch, and it's got a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's got a good battery life on it. And another great feature of this is, if you link your email to this, any vehicle that you make a report for, it automatically sends that report to your email, so you can send it to a customer via email as well. And it does support auto VIN detection and connection, but that also does depend on the year and make of the vehicle. Some makes do not allow for auto ID depending on the year, so keep that in mind. And multilingual support. And there's just some more of the basic information. So getting to what's inside the box is the bag. Luckily, the tool itself, your link, and your charger. Now, let me get to the con right away. The bag being one, yes, it's nice, but once again, with the link connected to it, you won't be able to fit it in the bag, because these bags are generic to many of their different code readers and scan tools. So that's one downside. They don't have a specific bag for a specific tool. That being said, whereas the Millennium 90, it's a perfect fit. You'd put the tool or the scanner in here, charging cable and link connector over here, and just information up here. Whereas this one will not fit in one of the pockets. It would basically go in the strapped portion up front here, and then the cables go in the pockets. Not a big deal, but once you put this on, if you leave it on the scan tool, it won't go back in the bag. But you can take it off every time if you want. Simple enough. It's got a power button up top, charging port. It is not micro USB, just so you're aware. So keep this little charging cable with it. You got the connector here, power button like I just stated. It's got a red rubber portion that protects the device itself. A couple little indentions here for your hand, so it fits nicely in the palms of your hand. And the only other con that I've found so far is that there is no, now granted this is touchscreen, so very simple here, but there's no quick way to turn up and down the volume. Not that that's a big deal. You just go into settings and you go to sound and you adjust the volume from there. But I would like to see like a volume button or something, you know, something like that. I get that they got rid of the buttons on the front because it's touchscreen, but a volume button would have still been nice. Not a big deal though. That's as far as cons go so far. In a later video, I will be doing some reviews on this more in depth, doing some diagnostic work so you guys can see it in action. But just to give you a little bit more information on it, it does, like I said, read and clear codes for engine, transmission, ABS, SRS, and many more. 5-inch touchscreen display. It has access to 57 car makes, which I will show you in just one second. Domestic, Asian, and European. Reads freeze frame data and IM readiness. You can graph and record with this. Like I said, it auto emails if you create a report for a certain vehicle or anything like that. Free Wi-Fi updates for the life of the scan tool, which is really nice. So since this does have Wi-Fi access, you don't need to plug it in. You just simply connect to the Wi-Fi and go to updates, and you can update your system. It'll pull everything up. You can select all. I've already done it. Everything's up to date. That it also does have a battery monitor, which is really cool. So you can connect it and it'll show you, you know, your voltage over time. And then like if you turn certain components on, you'll see the voltage drop and stuff like that to see what your battery is doing and the condition of your battery and everything. So that's really cool. That's also a new feature, I believe, compared to the old 123. It also has DTC search, so you can look up certain DTCs. The graphing is actually really cool because you can actually select different components or different sensors and graph them. Unlike some of the others where you just see a graph of all the different monitors that you select, you can't necessarily select, and this will put them in two separate colors so you can see what the differences are and, you know, make for a better diagnosis and see what's going on. That 44,000 milliamp hour battery, and I'll just show you some of the stuff. Like some of the stuff we can't access right now because it's not plugged in, but you can auto detect, and then here are some of the brands or makes that you will have on the system. I'll just slowly scroll through this real quick. So you do have quite a bit of makes on here. Really nice little setup. If you've ever used the Torque or anything similar, you guys know this is a very simple system. It's an Android operating system. It's very easy to use, very user friendly, everything like that. So once again, we're not going to be able to get into that because we're not connected to a vehicle. Updates, I already showed you that. Data, you'll have your records of diagnosis, your reports, DTC library where you can look it up, data link connector, feedback, images. Let's say you take a screenshot of a report or anything like that, that's where it'll be found. Firmware fix and frequently asked questions. The only thing I don't get also is when you go into something like this, it has a back option up in the corner, but it's always got this back button here. So it kind of overlays on top of it, which doesn't make much sense. So that's that. IM readiness, this is where you would go to check out those monitors. Battery voltage, I already showed you that. And then settings is just where you'll select, you know, whether you want to be able to screen capture, units of measure, how you like things, display, sound, all of that. your email. That's where you would go in and set up your email if you wanted to be able to send those reports to your email. But other than that, that's really it. This thing can do quite a bit. Once again, this is going to be your medium level in between your simple basic code reader and your full-on scan tool. So really good price range for a really good brand that I've used for a couple years now and really enjoyed. It's helped me out on both my car and my wife's car. Hers had a lot of issues with the SRS system, which I was able to fix, and then just simple stuff on my Malibu. But other than that, I've had really good luck with them. If you've used the Launch tool, please let me know how you've enjoyed it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Also, make sure to check out the upcoming videos where I'll be putting this to the test and actually doing some diagnostic work. So please let me know what you guys think. And everything such as this, the Millennium 90, X431 torque, it's all linked down in the description, as well as a lot of your other automotive tools, electrician tools, stuff like that. So if you're interested, it's there for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.